At that point in time, Newt was at his peak in Washington, D.C. He was a congressman from the part of Georgia where I lived. We're talking about a 30% across-the-board cut in Social Security benefits. That was it. No exceptions, across the board, going to cut it. At that particular point in time, I was very much involved in working with the Olympic situation and trying to overcome issues as far as accessibility. And I'm only using oxygen at the time. The whole community down there that used oxygen was up in arms because of 30% cut in funding. And Newt always ran a series of town meetings at that time. He'd go from one community in the district to another, and there was one in Roswell. I showed up at a town meeting with my oxygen, waited in line for my turn to talk to Newt in this town meeting. And I stated my case. I outlined exactly what would happen if you did a 30% cut in oxygen. And of course I was angry at the time, and I said, if indeed you support this, as it's going to, we have 10,000 people, actually at the time a little better than 10,000 people in the state of Georgia on oxygen every day. And if we have storms like they had recently, tornadoes, I said, where they're without electricity, you're not able to get to these people, they're going to die. Because these oxygen people won't be able to afford to provide these services. And I said, if you know, unquestionably, I said, there's no question that people are going to die because of your decision you're pushing for in Washington. And I said, when you know that somebody's going to die from a decision that you make, I said, that's nothing but murder. At this time, I said, we're going to know who the murderer is. We're going to know whose glove it is, and we're going to know damn sure that it fits. That was during the O.J. Simpson thing. And he said, well, he said, I never thought about oxygen. He said, I've got some people, I'll have my people look into that. I said, we didn't hire your people, but we want you to look into it. And if you don't look into it, we want to hire somebody that will, or elect somebody that will. Yet true, there was a lot of wastage, a lot of problems with the Social Security system, but it didn't mean across the board cut in all areas. It didn't mean everybody was a crook. You know, some areas there was a lot of fat, and a lot of places there were a lot of lean. And the oxygen use was one area where, I mean, to cut it 30%, it would just been devastating to an awful lot of people that would have no other way to turn.